The Dolphins will send out the punter now. DJ Moore is back deep waiting for it. Seven, our score after one. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
At the 16-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Coleman. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff looking right. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the Dolphins' 26-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 16.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. Coleman. Touchdown. That's caught. Brennan Jordan. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Jordan. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game. So you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. This throw caught left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Good job there getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Back to throw again. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Second and 5. Looking to throw. Coleman. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll look to throw here. He completes it to Beckham. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Gets this one to Hill. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, They'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Coleman. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. 52 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down. Coleman to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. From the gun on 3rd down, Coleman. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it 4th down. From the gun, Coleman. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th, and the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They complete it to Hill. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. They'll set up to throw. And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Miami. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
On first down, it's Jordan, and he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he'll be out of bounds. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Jason Sanders now for the Miami field goal. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw. Coleman. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them. trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
To throw on third down, Coleman. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Pushing through the contact. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
On 1st and 10, Coleman. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Coleman. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary this time. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Vikings are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go play action here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. This is intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now they try the right side here. A nice little juke. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. Coleman. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Brevin Jordan.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Vikings are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Room past the 20. As they'll finally stop him at the 23-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Eluding the pressure right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Vikings will take over here just shy of the 30.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
It's now 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Off the play fake. Coleman. Able to find Walter. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Providing a safety valve here. That's complete. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Second and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was the defense that led the way, allowing just 3.